Nako, dito sa video na to, papangalanan ako nitong si Jinky Luistro, yung mga hinar nilang mga abogado para tulungan sila dyan sa impeachment laban dito kay VP Sara. Aminin mo na kasi, Jinky, na hindi mo kayang makipagtagisan sa mga abogado ni VP Sara, kaya kailangan mong kunin ang serbisyo ni Attorney Kapunan. Tama, mali? Isang like at isang subscribe. Masaya na ho tayo dyan at sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community. Yung join button nandyan lang ho sa baba. Rekta ho muna tayo dito kay si Rapi Tulfo. Si Rapi Tulfo isa ho ito sa marahil napanood nyo itong video na to. Isa lamang ho ito sa mga video na kung saan masyado hong napaghahalata itong mga tulpo na to. Langya kayo. Kahit talaga sa television. Ibang klase, hindi ka na nakontento dun sa pagtitip mo sa mga malalaking merong jogables na babae. Pambihira. Hanggang sa TV ba naman? Ibang klase, di ba? Di ba? O sinong binigyan niya ng 250,000 na tip di umano? Yung babaeng malaki yung joga balls, di ba? O pakinggan naman ho natin itong mga kababayan. Game!
Ako naman.
Ikaw.
Lawas, ha?
Sige, ikaw.
Nindot ang imong lawas.
Ano ibig sabihin ho nun? Paki-comment sa baba. Hindi ako nakakaintindi ng salitang Bisaya o Cebuano. Hindi ko natin naiintindihan. Hinindot ang iyong lawas. Ano ibig sabihin nun Anong ibig sabihin nun mga kababayan? Hindi ko natin naiintindihan. Hindot ang iyong lawas. Ba? Matindi itong si Idol, ha?
I thank you.
Ano to ibig sabihin? Siguro ibig sabihin maganda ka. Parang gano'n, no? Oh, hindot ang iyong lawas. Hindot. Si Bakulaw, hindi hindot ang kanyang lawas. Yan, di ba? May natututunan ako. Kung itong si ate, hindot ang kanyang lawas, maganda. Si Bakulaw, hindi hindot ang kanyang lawas. Okay, tuloy.
Lami ang...
Lami.
No.
Lami. Nako.
No.
Uy,
No.
Nako, mababato ka ni Ating. Anong lami? Ay, ibig sabihin ng lami. Naririnig ko yun, parang masarap eh. Lami kaayo, di ba? Masarap, parang gano'n, no? Nako. Uy, mapapalo ka na, Brad.
Erase.
PG-13 ha?
Ay, PG-13, parang close kayo, ate, ha? Hindi mo naman gaganyanin sa ulo yan si Rafi Tulfo. Baka, alam na this, palakpakan. Yung mga malilikot ang kaisipan dyan, ha? Isinusundot-sundot ni ating sinusundot, parang close sila eh. Close ba kayo na si Rapi Tulfo, ha, ating? Lami, ay hindi, anong sabi niya nung una? Ibang klase to si Rapi Tulfo, ha?
Sige, ikaw.
Oh.
Nindot ang imong lawas.
Ningdot ang iyong lawas. Si Jinky Luistro, hindi ningdot ang kanyang lawas. Oh.
I thank you.
Oh, di ba? Si Jinky Luistro, hindi ningdot ang kanyang lawas.
Lami ang... No.
Lami, di ba masarap? Di ba ibig sabihin ng lami, masarap? Bakit natikman mo na ba si ate? Si Rapi Tulfo? Langya ka, ba't mo sasabihin lami? Pagkain ba yan? Sabihin mo yan kay Jinky Luistro. Hindi, ayaw ko na sabihin kay Jinky Luistro. Ano, susukat ako. Langya ka, Jinky.
No.
Natikman mo na ba? Ba't lami? Kasi pagkain lami, masarap, di ba? Sasabihin mo sa babae, lami, di naman pagkain yan. Tao yan. Paul.
Uy,
No.
Ay, napaghahalata kayong dalawa, ha? Lami ka kayo. Pambihira, lami daw eh. Oh.
saham.
Close sila, oh. Sinundot-sundot ng papel sa ulo. Ikaw ate, ha? Napaghahalata ka, ha?
Erase.
PG-13 ha?
Wala pa akong isulti. Wala pa akong dinudugtong.
Papunta na tayo doon. Wala ka pa dinudot. Lami ang lechon sa Cebu. Ganon, di ba? Lami ang lechon sa Cebu. Ganon, di ba? O ito, karot ni si Rapi Tulfo tong babae. Sasabihin mo, lami. Ganon. Aling lami sa'yo. Tinuloy mo. Pambira kayo sa TV man. Di ka na nahiya. Yan ang problema sa'yo. Kaya pagka meron nagpapatuto na binibigyan mo ng napakalaging tip eh. Balato naman dyan, ating. Pambihira, oo. Huwag mo, kawawa naman tong si ate. Nasa formal kayong settings tapos ganyan yung ungaanin mo. Lami-lami. O dito tayo kay Bakulaw. Gay.
First batch, as I have said during the opening statement,
Ilang bats? Ilang bats ng mga private prosecutor ang i-hire nyo? Hindi naman pwedeng pro bono lang yan. Diba? Dapat mayroong bayad yan. Ayun ang pagbabayad dyan. Yung pera din ng taong bayan na kung saan hinalal si VP Sara. Palakpakan. Paldo.
sila muna ito, but definitely there will be succeeding batches whom we will be introducing as private prosecutors joining the House prosecutors as well. What is important today is to express to the public that the private lawyers who are with us, with me and Congressman Chell, shares with the House the cost of bringing this case to the impeachment trial and until the rendition of judgment. They believe in the mandate of transparency and accountability. They support the mandate of the Constitution, and that is the ultimate and sole reason why they are joining the public prosecutors in this impeachment trial. Thank you.
Thank you po, Chair Jinky. Before we open the floor for media question, may we know if there is any opening remarks from our private prosecutors?
Of course, you know who I am. I'm friends with most of you here for controversial cases. I think
Uy, baka sa mga hindi nakakaalam yang si Atty. Kapunan, abogado din ho yan nitong si Atong Ang. Ibang klase ha. Ano ka madam ha? Pinahabol, tapos tumutulong, ibang klase, nasa ibang, tipong tayo, nabibilib tayo dito sa mga abogado na to, kagaya nitong si Kapunan. Pagdating sa prinsipyo at paninindigan, anak ng tokwa, wala si Kapunan yan. Ano ba prinsipyo at paninindigan niya? Business niya yan, di ba? Ikaw naman PH. Ano bang pakialam mo sa prinsipyo at paninindigan niya? Hinar siya ng House of Representative para susugan niyang, para tulungan si Bakulaw, di ba? Anyway, magkamukha naman sila. Hindi naman nagkakalayo pag bumukha nila. Kaya kahit na magtulungan yung dalawa na yan, approve sa atin yan.
I think in my 48 years as lawyer, this probably is what we call payback time. And this is where
Payback tayo.
I think very serious legal issues are concerned because they constitute articles of impeachment against a very high official. And that is
Madam, wag, lang yan. Yung issue na yan, alam mo naman anong dahilan kung bakit tayo naggaganyan. Hindi naman pwede sabihin hindi mo alam. Di ba? Alam mo yan, madam. At ngayon, kung isa ka sa mga sasalansan dyan sa issue na good luck na lang sa'yo. Di ba? Good luck na lang sa'yo. Alam mo dahilan ng mga nag-hire sa'yo bilang private prosecutor dyan sa issue na yan, dahil sa kadahilanan ayaw nila mag-presidente. Alam mo yan. Di tayo pwedeng maglokohan dito. Ngayon, nakiisa ka dyan. Final answer mo na yan. Good luck na lang sa iyo, madam.
that's why I've committed my time and my law
Ito talaga si Kapunan, Idol ko tong abogada na to eh.
firm's time to assisting the public prosecutors here in their very worthwhile cause, which is the issue of public accountability.
Yun, accountability.
This has been a crusade since last year when we also
Kayo din ba nun? Atty. Kapunan? Noong 19 Congress, kayo din ba nun? Doon sa 19 Congress, kasali ka rin doon? Noong panahon na kung saan kinulong na lang mga congressman sa iisa lugar. Isa ka ba sa nag-isip nung strategiya nyo na yon? Palakpakan natin tong si Atty. Kapunan. Palakpakan natin. Mahusay pala tong abogada na to eh. Mahusay tong abogada na to. Accountability Accountability pala madam, ano naman masasabi nyo doon sa sandamukal na maleta na i-deliver daw? Majority, karamihan ng mga nakatanggap, kasama din doon sa mga gustong mapatalsik si VP Sara dyan sa House of Representatives. Madam ikaw alatan kita madam
volunteered to help give legal advice to the impeachment team last year. So this is a continuation of our crusade. Let me just say here that this is not about us. This is not about us.
Alam mo,
Public.
natural, hindi naman para sa inyo yan. Para yun doon sa mga amo nyo na sigurado makukulong pagka naging presidente si VP Sara. Ngayon pa lang, nangingi ka naman ng sorry kay VP, Atty. Kapunan. Nag-uumpisa pa lang ang labo, parang naduduwag ka na eh. Not about us.
Public and private prosecutors. This is about all of you. This is about the country. This is about public officials being called to task on their accountability to the Constitution and ultimately to
Accountability sa impeachment. Sa flood control, walang accountability. Okay ka lang, madam? Baka nag-uulyanin ka na ha. Paalala ko lang sa'yo, trilyon ang ninakaw sa mga maanomalyang flood control ha. Trilyon ang ninakaw doon. Ba't di kita nag-iiyak hindi kita naririnig na nag-iiyak ng accountability doon? Dapat magpakabalansi tayo para hindi tayo magmukhang siraulo sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Di ba? Magpakaparehas tayo. Accountability ka ng accountability. Doon sa trilyong pisong ninakaw sa mga maanomalyang flood control, asan ang accountability doon? Siraulo ka ba? Nagtatanong ako, madam ha? Nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo, matagal-tagal ang impeachment. Ito ika nga opening salvo sa mga ika nga nagpapanggap na akala mo accountability pero tahimik naman sa mga maanomalyang flood control. Tumanda na kayo sa professional, kumita na kayo, mayaman na kayo. Anak ng tokwa, kung ako siguro abogado, pas ako, pambihirang yan. Yak, kadiri to that.
to the people. So maraming
Huwag mo kami to the people. Kung paaandaran mo kami ng ganyan tapos tahimik ka rin sa mga maanomalyang flood control, para hindi ka mabibirat, manahimik ka na lang.
salamat to the public prosecutors headed by Chair Jinky and of
people, to the
course
people.
Chair
Kabalbalan
Congressman Shell Jokno for acknowledging and accepting our offer to help in this very worthwhile endeavor. It will be difficult.
Ayaw mo ba tumulong sa 18 Marines? Flood control yun, trillion yun. Endeavor, kaso walang pera doon. Walang maleta doon. Hindi ko sinasabing meron kang maleta. Ang sinasabi ko lang, walang pera doon kasi ang gustong balikan, ang gustong ibulgar ng mga magigiting na Marines, yung mga nagnakaw ng mga maanomalyang flood control at yung iba na napaparatangan, karamihan, mga congressman. Kaya ingat-ingat ka sa mga... Let's go! Woo! Sabi ko sa'yo.
The coming days will be difficult. You in media know that there is a lot of fake news, that there is a lot of AIs going on, that there is a lot of false
Teka lang. Merong isang issue dito na hindi fake news. Kayong maiingay sa impeachment ni VP Sara, tahimik kayo sa mga maanomalyang flood control project. Tahimik kayo sa trilyong pisong nakawa na nangyari sa administrasyon na to. At ang karamihan na mga gustong ma-impeach si VP Sara, puro mga congressman, malay mo. Yung iba pagka pumapasok ka dyan sa House of Representative, kadikit mo pa. Hindi ko sinasabi si Jinky pero nabanggit din ang pangalan niyan. Nangya kayo ha, ang kakapal na mukha nyo. Na impeachment. Pero sa trilyong pisong nakawan, sa kaban ng sambayanan, ang tatahimik nyo. Worthwhile. Huwag mo kami lokohin ha, Kapunan ha. Ano lang ako, kumbaga starter lang ako pero maraming babalagbag sa'yo. Yan ang sigurado ko. At yung pagbalagbag nila, valid. Kasi ang iingay nyo sa impeachment, sa flood control scandal, ang tatahimik nyo. Ang kapal na mukha nyo.
falsehood going on. And I'm so happy that you are all here
Yan.
because we are all seekers of truth.
Seekers of truth. Seekers of truth. Aling truth? Yung truth na para mapatalsik si VP Sara. Anak ng tokwa. Kailan man talaga ang kasakiman sa pera, pambihira.
There will be those who will distort the truth, especially those who have pledged alliance to the Vice President. We call on media to share with the public responsibility that we as private prosecutors have assumed. to help bring out the truth, to help make a
Ano bang truth ang gusto mong palabas? Yung Madriaga? Huwag mo sabihin, isa ka rin sa mga utak dyan sa Madriaga na yan. Attorney Kapunan, nakakahiya ka. Alam ko na bakit hindi ka makapalag kay Attorney Ferdy Topacio. Kasi nga naman, mantakin mo Madriaga, pinahintulutan mo na ipresenta nila yon. Kasi hindi ka lang ngayon nandyan. Matagal ka na namin nakikita-kita sa background sa impeachment na yun ni VP Sara. Di ba? Tahimik yung law firm na kinuha ni VP Sara. Isa kayo sa ika nga talagang napaka-vocal pagdating sa impeachment. Sana naman, madam, no, kung talagang truth seeker kayo, talagang para kayo sa sambayan ng Pilipino, pagdating sa issue ng mga maanumalyang flood control, huwag kayong manahimik para hindi kayo napupulaan, para hindi kayo nasasabihan na hindi kayo politiko pero mga trapo kayo. Kapal na mukha nyo.
accountable, a public official that deserves to be accountable. With that,
O
I'd
yung mga nagnakaw sa mga maanumalyang flood control project, huwag tayo maghanap ng accountability. Kagaya kay Saldico, kay Martin Romualdez, kay Amiena Pangandaman. Walang accountability sa kanila. Gayong trilyong piso yung nawala dyan sa kaban na sambayanan. Yan ang problema sa impeachment na yan. Kahit paano natin balansein, sa ayot sa gusto nyo, mabigat at mabigat pa rin yung mga issue ng mga maanumalyang flood control. Ganon kakakapal ang mga mukha nyo.
like also my seatmate here,
O sino naman yan?
my companion since last year,
O sino yan?
Attorney Saligal.
Thank you so much, Attorney Lorna.
Sino to?
I will make this brief.
Ato. Wala yung pangalan
Because Attorney Kapunan, si Lorna, really gave a good introduction as to the role of the public prosecutors. Personally,
Nasasamid pa tong si Kuya, oh. Bigyan nga, tubig yan.
it is an honor to be standing beside legal giants, luminaries in the persons of Attorney Kapunan. Then we have Chairwoman Jinky Luistro, and of course,
Kasali yan. Anong legal luminary? Naging congressman lang yan, naging maingay sa Twadcom, kaya naging ganyan. Pero luminary, hindi. Kaya kailangan niya nga tulong ni Kapunan dahil wala siyang sinabi.
Congressman Chel Jokno.
Yan, si Chel. Si Chel, pwede pa yan si Bugs Bunny eh. Okay pa yan eh. Pwede nating matawag na legal luminary ng mga dilawan.
We acknowledge the hard work that this endeavor entails. It will not be an easy task unseating and removing from office the Vice President of the Republic, but it is a task that we do not take lightly. We know this is a solemn obligation that we have to the Filipino people.
Sana all solemn. Sana all issue ng mga maanumalyang flood control solemn din. Di ba, Brad? Di ba? Sana yung issue ng mga maanumalyang flood control solemn din tayo, no? Wag lang sa impeachment ni VP Sara kasi pagka yan lang ay sinosolemn natin para tayo mga siraulo. Di ba? Ano tayo yung tipong banat tayo ng banat, accountability ng accountability, tapos merong issue na napakalaki, trilyong pisong nakawanet, tapos ang tatahimik natin. Huwag tayong solemn pagka ganun. Mamumura kayo ng ating mga kababayan. Pambihira, ito ha. Para at least alam nyo na ang kahahantungan nyo diyan sa pinasok nyo na yan, especially sa iyo at saka dito kay Kapunan. At sa mga private prosecutor, sa mga congressman, mga basura yan eh. Talagang ginusto nilang maging maging aso ni Martin Romualdez. Kayo mga private prosecutor, pinasok nyo yan, kung makatanggap man kayo ng public bakla sa publiko, pasisyan tayo. Di ba? Kasi titimbangin ng ating mga kababayan. Anak ng tokwa, trilyon, flood control, mayat-maya nararamdaman ng ating mga kababayan yung epektong ginawa nila sa pagnanakaw sa mga maanumalyang flood control project. Tapos tahimik kayo doon, ang iingay nyo sa impeachment. Magsiuwian nga kayo, saka magsitulog kayo, pag gumising kayo, inom kayong kape, isipin nyo yung mga desisyon nyo sa buhay, mawalang nga kayo. Kahit na naman si PH, wala tayong kape. Naip lang ako dito sa mga private prosecutor. Yung mga congressman, given na yan, karamihan sa kanila, di umano nakatanggap ng malete. Pero itong mga to, para talagang gustuhin nila na ipagmamalaki nila na great endeavor, worthwhile endeavor, accountability, mga sirao. Wag ganun. Pagmumukha kayo sirao ulit dyan.
People to exact accountability,
Inulit na
even
naman.
from the highest of officials of the land. What really motivated me from joining the private prosecution team
Hulaan ko, nag-motivate sa'yo. Hulaan ko. Ay, hindi, mga kababayan na lang natin ng mga humula. Ako ano ha? Ako ang isa nang motivate sa'yo. Starts, ano niyan, letter niyan, M. It starts with letter M. Ang nag-motivate sa iyo yan. Diba? M ang nag-umpisa yan. I-comment nyo kung ano yung M sa baba. O kaya naman, ano naman? Kung DM, basta M lang yan.
Team is the story of a school principal
Oh.
that is ordered to be imprisoned for 11 years for pocketing 5,000 pesos.
Oh.
11 years for pocketing 5,000 pesos for a school principal. What signal would it give to our children? What signal would it give to generations of Filipinos that will follow?
Oh. Oh, yung
If we can
sinasabi.
send to jail somebody for pocketing 5,000 pesos for 11 years, why can't we remove from office
Oh.
the sitting vice president?
Tingnan mo, pati lalamunan mo at pinagtatraidoran ka na. Kasi puro kabalbalan sinasabi mo. Anong... yung principal, nagpakit ng ganong kalaki. What more ang ibigay nating halimbawa sa susunod na yun? Hoy, pakulong kaya natin nagnakaw ng trilyon sa mga maanumalyang flood control project para mapakita natin sa susunod na henerasyon na hindi okay nakawin yung mga pera para sa infrastruktura. Kapal na mukha mo, ha?
For misusing millions of pesos.
Brad, milyon. Ano mahalaga? Milyon o trilyon? Hindi nga bilyon eh. Trilyon. Wala, hindi tatagos yan. Sabihin ko na sa inyo, magmumukha kayong mga siraulo dyan sa worthwhile endeavor nyo na yan. Ha?
Of public funds. We are here because we are advocates of the rule of law. We believe that the law must be applied equally with force to everyone, no matter how high your stature is in society. Having a famous family name should not give you a free pass.
Naku, parang pinariringgan itong abogado na to si Martin Romualdez at itong si Marcos Jr. Hindi talaga dapat free pass yung apelido niya. Kaya pagka naging presidente na si BP Sara, sir, gusto ko isa ka sa mga mangunguna para ipakulong natin yung mga nagnakaw sa mga maanumalyang flood control project. Issue na sibuyas, issue ng asukal, marami silang ninakaw sa sambayanan. Gusto ko yung enthusiasm mo, yung pagiging game na game mo sa pagpapanagot sa mga magnanakaw na politiko. Ganyan din kayong dalawa ni Kapunan Ngayon kung hindi rin pala magiging parehas, di manahimik na lang kayo. Yoko na.
You should be held accountable as with any other Filipino out there. That's all.
Good morning, everyone. For Pecabar Group, for Pecabar Law, we are here basically to
Anak ng toko, iis ka po na ako eh. Iis ka po na ako eh. Ba't nandiyan ka pa, PS? Gusto ko kayo kung bumalagbag sa... Hindi. Nawiwirduhan lang ho tayo dito sa mga individual na to. Accountability sila ng accountability. Pero sa napakaraming issue, hindi lamang sa flood control, tatahimik nila. Yung mga eskwelahan, classroom, hindi na ipapatayo. Matatahimik nitong mga individual na to. Matindi-tinding laban ang inyong sasagupahin dito. Ako na nagbibigay ng unsolicited advice. Alam ko hindi ko kayo kailangan payuhan kasi mga mga learned lawyer na kayo nga. Pagdating sa katalinuhan at kagalingan, wala ako sa kalingkingan ng mga yan. Aminado naman tayo. Di naman tayo abogado. Yung kumbaga yung atin dito, ginagamitan lang natin na sentido komon at yung prinsipyo. Yun lang ang meron tayo dito sa PHFD. May sangipin nga lang ni Bugs Bunny, talo tayo pagdating pa kaya sa kanyang katalinuhan. Ang lang natin, yung prinsipyo natin. Di ba? Yung prinsipyo natin, para talaga sa taong bayan. Hindi para doon sa mga iilan na ayaw maging presidente si BP Sara dahil makukulong sila pag nagkataon. pagkakataon. Dahil ang pinakamalaking korupsyon na nangyari sa kasaysayan, kung ang panahon ni Marcos Sr. ang napunta sa Guinness Book of World Record na pinakamalakas magnakaw na presidente sa kasaysayan ng mundo, eto ho, ito naman ho ang pinakamalaking kinurakot sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Yaang pagnanakaw na nangyari sa mga maanomalyang flood control. Kaya para dito kay Bugs Bunny, huwag mo paandar sa mga ipon mo. Nakanato ka pag nagkita tayo. Sabihin ko sa'yo, susupilyuhin ko yan. Hindi, reregaluhan kita. Ikaw naman, reregaluhan kita ng toothbrush saka toothpaste. Meron pang cleaning session sa kahit na sinong gusto mong dentista. Yan! Bugs Bunny, pagka medyo naka-LL tayo, baka libreng brace pa ang ipapalagay ko dyan sa mga ngipin mo na yan. Nandiyan ka, Bugs Bunny. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, maghintay ka lang, magkita tayo. Yung supilyo at toothpaste, nakaanda na. Ipapabulsa ko. Sarap pag-tripan nitong si Joko, no? No? Hindi ko pinagtitripan. Yung ngipin, ganyan. Paano ko mananalo nga? Bigla ako namiss si Tatay Digong. Pinagtitripan niya yung ngipin nito si Joko, no, di ba? Paano ka mananalo? Nakaganyan ngipin mo. Ay, nangyari kayo. Tatatuloy natin.
To support the cause.
Anong cause? Anong cause? Ang tanong, magkano...
And to
Wala
assist the public.
Yung kalbo sa gilid, ano lang, kalmado lang, Basta ako impeachment, sama ako sa private prosecutor, bugado ko, attorney Alin ako eh. Attorney Alin ako eh. Abogado. Ito naman, attorney Tuwa naman ako eh. Sa kami, kalmado lang kami dito sa gilid, ako si attorney Tuwa, di ba?
Prosecutors to. And of course, as vanguards of the Constitution, we see to it that the constitutional process as mandated in the Constitution is followed through the letter. So basically, that's the role of the firm here right now, and also to assist the public prosecutors during trial, because as you know, they are not, it's been, except for Dean Joc, no? It's been a while since they litigated, so they need to be refreshed, no, of the current rules of procedures, etc. So we are here to see to it that they get the necessary support, and of course to help them the cause, no, and to exact accountability as well. That's it. Good morning.
Attorney Ali.
Good morning, everyone. So, the business of impeachment and accountability of public officers is a serious one. We are very, very happy to serve or to contribute in any manner to the public prosecutors. And we will see to it that we are at their disposal, and whatever it is that they need, we are here to provide and assist in order to prosecute properly this case. Thank you.
Thank you, private prosecutors. We will begin with the questions from Bibian Gulia of ABS-CBN2.
Good morning, ma'am. Kong Jervil. You have so far named 10 private prosecutors. Ilan pa po yung tinitingnan natin na masasama dito sa listahan ng private prosecutors, and have we entered their appearance before the Senate Impeachment Court?
They keep on coming. I cannot express the exact figure kung ilan pa ang ilalabas natin or introduce in the succeeding batches, because indeed we are overwhelmed by the support that is coming from the private practitioners. And as a matter of fact, I wish to take advantage also of this opportunity upang pasalamatan ang mga private lawyers. Yung pagtindig nila along with the House of Representatives, that is for us a validation that we are in the right position of the Philippine history, no? So to answer your question, ilan pa? Madami, definitely. But I cannot express the exact figure. They will be filing their entry of appearance At least what I am certain is for this 10, they will be filing their entry of appearance on Monday. That is simultaneously the deadline for the filing of pre-trial brief, no? Muli, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga private lawyers for standing with the House of Representatives. Pro bono po sila. Voluntary po ang pagtindig nila kasama ang House of Representatives because they believe in the mandate of the Constitution for accountability.
Ma'am, may we also get an update on the pre-trial brief due on Monday? Kompleto na po ba? Tapos na ang consolidation? Ilan po yung witnesses, final list of witnesses that you're looking at?
We cannot discuss in detail the contents of our pre-trial brief, but what I am certain, the number of witnesses is still approximately 25, and we have listed also all our documents to be submitted. And Mark, we are done also listing our stipulations for admissions, no? Siguro, intayin na lang natin yung filing ng House prosecution with the private prosecutors on Monday of this pre-trial brief.
Last na lang po, sa mga gusto pong sumagot, Acting Senate President Gatchalian said 16 votes are still needed to convict the Vice President despite the Supreme Court ruling, and dalawa pong senador na outside the coercive powers of the Senate. Do you share that sentiment po?
Well, this is subject to debate, I believe, no? Because our law is evolving, and as a matter of fact, even the interpretation as to what constitutes quorum is evolving already, no? So the list I can say as to the number of senators required to convict the Vice President, it is necessary to interpret what representation of Filipino people constitute, no? We understand that the House of Representatives are here in a different manner, applying the jurisprudence on Avellino versus Cuenco, which was supplemented by retired Justice Carpio with the case of Trillanes versus Pimentel, at ang dami pa niyang binanggit along the same line, no? Perhaps, I believe that the law is evolving in the same way that this must be interpreted to serve better the mandate of our Constitution.
Thank you po.
Thank you, BBN. We will take a question now from Billy Vegas of Abante Politico.
Hihingi lang po ng comment kasi po binubuhay na naman po yung narrative na ang inuuna na naman ng House ay yung impeachment imbis na yung tulungan yung mga biktima ng lindol.
Cite mo yung marami natin legislation.
Kahit na nasa gitna na kami ng paghahanda sa impeachment trial, hindi nalalayo sa aming kaisipan at kalooban ang mga nangyari at mga nasalanta ng lindol sa Mindanao. Actually, nung palang nangyari yon, nagsama-sama na yung mga miyembro ng House. We have already begun a donation and relief efforts, and there have been over 100 members of the House who have already pledged support, some of them even their own personal resources, to help the victims of the earthquake disaster. Under the leadership of Speaker Bogie D, nagsasama-sama po ang mga miyembro ng House of Representatives. Ang impeachment ay isang tungkulin namin sa ilalim ng konstitusyon. Pero yung tulungan natin ang mga nasalanta nitong lindol ay isang humanitarian duty, at duty din namin ito bilang mamamayang Pilipino. Hindi namin kinakalimutan yon. That is also at the forefront of our minds and our hearts, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that those efforts will reach the affected families and communities. Mabanggit ko lang po that we have aside from yung nabanggit ko that over 100 members have already contributed to the relief drive, that is on top of the individual efforts being done by many of our House members to extend assistance through their own districts, local government partners, and constituents. At yun na nga, tulad ng nasabi ko kanina, there have also been pledges from many members of the House using their own personal resources to help our brothers and sisters in Mindanao. Tuloy-tuloy po yung aming paglilingkod while we are in the middle of preparing for this constitutional trial. We are also not forgetting our duties to legislate and of course our duties to provide as much assistance and support as we can to those who were affected by that earthquake. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. Tina Panganiban Perez of GMA 7.
Good morning po. Attorney Kapunan mentioned earlier that the coming days will be difficult and that there will be a lot of fake news for the private prosecutors. Are you prepared to be the subject or the target of such disinformation in the coming days?
Are you addressing this to us?
To all the private prosecutors po, ma'am.
Yes. I eat media for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so this is not new. I've worked with many of you, and some of my cases have been controversial, but the common denominator of all the cases I have handled is a moral certainty. It's a certainty that we are for the truth. We are for the rule of law. And so if that is the guide, if our conscience is personally speaking, I go to this impeachment trial with a clear conscience. It does not matter if we are hit personally for all the wrong or right things I've done in the past. What matters here is that we are useful, that we will be useful in supporting or aiding our public prosecutors in presenting a strong, fair, and evidence-based case. So the direct answer to your question, ma'am, is bring it on.
For the other private prosecutors po.
So the hit that we will encounter and or experience, that is expected, but it's nothing compared to the honor that this obligation that we are fulfilling, the honor that it brings. Wala po yan. Yung magiging pambabastos, yung fake news, yung mga memes that will be created attacking us, wala po yan kumpara sa karangalan na mapabilang sa mga private prosecutors na magpro-prosecute ng mga articles of impeachment against the Vice President. Sabi nga ni Chair Jinky, knowing that we are in the right side of history makes all of the hardship, all of the difficulties, all of the fake news worth it. It's nothing compared to the honor of making sure that those that must be held accountable should be held accountable, no matter the case that you are the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
For PECABAR law, no, PECABAR is not that media savvy really, no. So to us, this is just like any other legal work that we have handled and we are handling. So this is nothing personal, no. We are given a job, we are given a objective, so we'll just fulfill our objective in this case, like any other case that we have handled and we are handling for other clients. So that's it.
Was that also for Attorney Ali, sir? Okay. For the public and the private prosecutors, yung Senate website po was hacked this morning. And a few days ago, the NBI revealed a threat against the Senate building and the surrounding areas. So is this a concern in connection with the impeachment trial?
You know, it's hard to speculate, no, if this is connected to the impeachment trial. But what is clear, we have a schedule already for our first pre-trial conference on June 18, and that will be this coming Thursday. So I wish to express my concern about the security and safety of those who will be joining the filing of pre-trial brief on Monday, and those who will be joining the conduct of the pre-trial conference on Thursday, as well as all the senators, even the defense team, and the officials and employees of the Senate who are staying in the premises, no? And let me take advantage of this opportunity upang manawagan sa ating law enforcement agencies. That includes, of course, the investigative bodies like the NBI, the DOJ, the PNP, no? Atin pong tingnan ito. Let us look into this and make sure na ligtas, safe and secured ang premises ng Senate. If this is connected to the impeachment trial, then we have more reason to make sure that this will be addressed, because this is a very significant process. This is a constitutional process that concerns the interest of every Filipino across the world, no? So, whether connected or not, sana ay tutukan po ito ng ating mga katuwang sa paglilingkod mula sa law enforcement agencies.
Ma'am, is the House of Representatives beefing up security for the public and the private prosecutors? And what about the witnesses and the evidence?
Well, the leadership actually initiated the communication already about providing the necessary security to all the prosecutors, considering the report of the NBI, the hacking of the Senate official website, no? And of course, apart from this, we express likewise our concern in securing as well our witnesses and the evidence to be presented. And there are ongoing communications already in order to address that.
Communication between the House and sino po, ma'am?
Of course, it's the leadership who can help us. Remember that both the private and the public prosecutors will be appearing before the impeachment court to represent the institution and the people whom we serve, no? At syempre, ang institution ang katuwang natin to make sure that we will all be safe as we continue to participate in the impeachment process, not only the prosecutors but also the evidence and the witnesses which we will be presenting during the trial.
Ma'am, meron bang parang safe house for the witnesses, or meron bang vault or storage for the evidence, and meron bang house security na naka-assign na magbantay sa mga ito?
If I answer that, I have to kill you. We cannot divulge it. We cannot divulge. But it's a real concern, no? As practicing lawyers. Maalala natin, nung height ng prosecution, ng drug war sa Quezon City, nasunog ang Quezon City, City Hall. Nung nagkakaroon ng election protest sa COMELEC, nasunog ang COMELEC. So, and we surmise that this may have to do with documents. And so we echo the concern of our head public prosecutor, Ma'am Jinky, that there should be measures to protect our documents kasi na-transmit lahat. Speaking from an evidence point of view, we have to safeguard our evidence because the evidence from the House has been transmitted already. Most of our documentary evidence has been transmitted to the Senate, and in the pre-trial that will happen, where the pre-trial order says there will be pre-marking of documentary exhibits, We have a room full of documentary exhibits, literally and figuratively. We hope, we trust that the Senate will provide protection, not only, especially for our people, but as well for the evidence in the impeachment case. The other thing is, I guess, media is watching the courtroom, the impeachment courtroom battle. But I think media should also be sensitive, as Chairman Luistro said, to the courtroom outside. Because there have been many civil society groups that have launched a Senate Watch. There will also be a People's Impeachment Court. Maybe media should also listen to what is happening outside, because if there is any trouble, sabi nga nila baka may dumating na armed men or baka may coup d'etat, but this is all speculation. What's important is we are all vigilant. Media, kami sa prosecution, and civil society.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Tina. We will now recognize Lance Mexico of Newswatch.
Hello, good afternoon po to the private prosecutors. As we all know po, there are 4 articles of impeachment. Merong about confidential fund misuse, alleged confidential fund misuse, unexplained wealth, bribery, and the threats to the president. Sa mga private prosecutors po, which do you think yung strongest among the articles of impeachment which would lead to the conviction of the vice president?
I think I've been asked that question ilang beses na, at saka yung sagot is diretso. Yung pinakamalakas, tsaka yung pinakamalubha na kasalanan ng Vice President, yun yung pagtatangka sa buhay ng ating Pangulo, sa kanyang kabiyak, yung First Lady, tsaka yung former Speaker of the House. Hindi po normal sa isang civilized na bansa gaya ng Pilipinas na yung isang vice-presidente i-anunsyo sa publiko that she already contracted an assassin to kill no less than the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House. Kung yung ginawa ng Vice President ay nangyari sa ibang bansa, matagal na pong napatalsik sa posisyon yung Vice President. Let's ask the public, let's ask the media. Okay? Is it normal to do that? So personally, that is my take as to ano yung pinakamalakas, yun yung pagbabanta sa buhay ng no less than the highest officials of the land.
How about the others po?
Lahat. Amen.
That question actually goes to the merit of the case, but there's a presumption of regularity. So I think all articles have potentials, based on our review for conviction.
Thank you, Lance. Eden Santos from Net25 is now recognized. Eden, mic.
Hello po. Yan. Kung ano po ang reaksyon nyo doon sa possibility na baka si Senator Escudero ang talagang mag-preside po ng impeachment trial. Yan ang isa sa pinag-uusapan po sa Gatchalian Block.
Whether it is acting SP Win Gatchalian or Senator Cheese Escudero who will be presiding the impeachment trial. In behalf of the prosecutors, we are expressing our faith and confidence to this accountability mechanism, no? And besides, ito namang impeachment trial na ito, this is not a question of who is the presiding officer, who are the senator judges, Who are the public and the private prosecutors? No. By impeachment trial, we're trying to exact accountability to the public officials. This is a response to the Constitution's call, which says that public office is a public trust and that public officials must be accountable to the people at all times. I wish to add, itong gagawin na to ng mga prosecutors, this is not about acquittal or conviction. More than that, this is about enforcing and preserving accountability mechanism which is innate in a democratic country like ours.
So okay lang po if in case na si Senator Escudero.
To complete my statement, whether it is former SP Alan or acting SP Win or the one which you mentioned, Senator Cheese, we express our faith and confidence to accountability mechanism.
So yung pong nakaraang impeachment is siya kasi yung sinasabi na kaya hindi po natuloy dahil doon sa kanyang decision or interpretation doon sa forthwith.
Nonetheless, the circumstances surrounding the first impeachment back in 19 Congress is entirely different in the circumstances surrounding the second impeachment, no? So, if indeed Senator Cheese Escudero will be designated as the presiding officer, let us not judge him on the basis of what happened to the first impeachment back in 19 Congress.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Eden. Next is Rosalie Cas of UNTV.
Good afternoon po, ma'am, censors. Para lang po sa kaalaman din po ng public, ano po ang pinakamahalagang magiging kontribusyon ng private prosecutors dito po sa impeachment trial ni VP Duterte at bakit kailangan ng private prosecutors? Kailangan din po ba meron pong lead private prosecutor? Meron po bang ganong mechanism?
Let me answer. As we said, today there are 3 law firms here. My law firm, Kapunan and Castillo, Saligal and Pecabar, and there will be many other law firms and lawyers joining. We are a supportive role. We are here, kagaya ng mga kaso kung sa korte, we are here under the control and supervision of the public prosecutors. So, ang role po namin ay assist. Ang role po namin ay to give recent jurisprudence on, because we are all practicing lawyers, recent jurisprudence on what is material, the rules on evidence, the rules of court, updating the public prosecutors on recent jurisprudence in the Supreme Court. So, lahat po kami ay lead dito. Lead private prosecutors po kaming lahat. In the sense that we will all be leading ourselves into supporting whatever the public prosecutors need, or whatever we feel is useful and necessary for a full, fair, and strong presentation of evidence. So, sa sagot niyo po, supporting cast lang po kami. Wala po kaming billing issue dito. Sino ang bida dito? Ang bida po dito ay ang taong bayan. Supporting cast lang po ang private prosecutors. Of course, ang public prosecutors, yun po ang kami wala kaming talent fee So, support lang kami. But it is the public prosecutors really that will be leading this. And that's all I can say. So,
Sabi niyo nga po, supporting characters. Pero, are you eyeing to cross-examine the Vice President?
if that is the role that the public prosecutors will assign to us, yes. But I think the public prosecutors are, in our view, all competent to cross-examine the Vice President if and when she appears? That is the big question mark.
Kay Kong Jervil po, kasi nagsalita rin po si VP Duterte about sa impeachment trial kahapon in an interview at sinabi niya na ipinauubaya niya na po sa mga abogado niya yun pong preparation para sa impeachment trial at klinaro niya na yung mga abogado niya gawin daw pong ginusto niya po na maliit lang yung kanyang team pagdating po dito sa impeachment trial. So since ang marami nga pong gustong mag-volunteer, overwhelming yung numbers, so, more confident po kayo sa conviction in terms po ng mga tutulong?
We are confident about the private prosecutors who are helping us, no? Kasi kilala silang magagaling na abogado. Kung tawagin natin mga abogado de Campanilla. And we are really grateful na because of their prominence, nakaka-uplift ng confidence from our part. Of course, we have to acknowledge na kahit po abogado yung 11 prosecutors, except for Kong Chel Jokno, because talagang seasoned practitioner din ito, but for the remaining 10 prosecutors, medyo napahinto kami ng practice since we embark in public service. And definitely, kailangan po namin ang tulong ng mga private prosecutors because they are the people specialized in litigation, no? At perhaps, res ipsa loquitur na to. Alam nyo naman kung gaano kalalaki itong law firm na ito, the PECA Bar, the Kapunan, and even sa legal, no? And because of their presence and support that they are extending to us, indeed, talagang na-boost ang confidence ng 11 prosecutors because of this support, no? And not only that, not only the private prosecutors, we are confident as well because of the strong evidence that we have. But to your question, kung confident ako to secure conviction, it is premature to comment to that. We have not seen, as a matter of fact, the evidence of the Vice President. You will remember, yung sagot niya sa Justice Committee, yung sagot niya sa impeachment court, almost the same. And it evolved on constitutional and procedural and technical issues, no? They did not directly respond to the allegations of offenses which were anchored in the impeachable grounds. So it is premature to say that the evidence of the prosecution is enough to secure conviction until and unless we have seen the evidence of the respondent.
Thank you, Rose. Our next question will come from Lines Capanti of GMA Online.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon po. On ano lang po, sundutin ko lang about the weight of the evidence. What happens if the Vice President refuses to recognize the issuance of pretrial order? Because I understand the signatory there is Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. What if she decides not to honor it by citing the current Senate leadership issues? Should the Senate impeachment court po consider that as a waiver of her right to present evidence? Halimbawa, hindi siya mag-submit ng pretrial brief. Should the Senate impeachment court po consider that as a waiver already of presenting evidence?
We are all eagerly anticipating the moves that the Vice President will take insofar as the order for pretrial conference is concerned. Malalaman po natin yan within the next few days kung ano yung magiging pagtrato niya sa order na in-issue ng ating presiding officer. It's very hard to put ourselves in the minds of the Vice President and her lawyers, so I'd rather not try to do that. Perhaps let's just wait for them to make their move, and then we can respond accordingly.
Sir, follow-up lang po about yung binanggit po ni Chair Luistro kanina about the Senate the Senate and the rules should evolve to reflect is evolving and should reflect proper representation. Based on existing jurisprudence po ba, meron po bang batas or jurisprudence allowing the Senate Impeachment Court to revise their rules and change the threshold needed for conviction? I'm just curious kung if they are allowed to change it, the 16.
Well, insofar as the number, yung 2/3 requirement, yun ay hindi mababago yun dahil nasa konstitusyon yan. Other rules of procedure are within the power of the Senate to amend or revise. Yung isa na lang siguro magiging issue, and really this is not well settled by jurisprudence, is how do you count the 2/3? Yung ganun, it's very similar to yung question tungkol sa quorum. Kung dati ang pananaw ng karamihan ay dapat 13, kinlaro na yan ng ating Supreme Court that it could be less than 13 depending on how many senators are within the coercive reach of the Senate. Now, whether that will also apply to the impeachment court ay hindi pa yan nasa-settle ng jurisprudence. So, hindi rin natin alam kung paano ang magiging pagpapasya ng Supreme Court kung sakasakaling umabot doon itong issue.
I wish to add, no? Alalahanin natin the reason why the House of Representatives is here, why the Senate is there. Isa lang ang dahilan. That is to represent the interest of the Filipino people. Doon sa usapin ng change of leadership, narinig natin yung term na within the coercive means of the Senate. And if we are beyond the coercive means, the question is, do you think that the senators are in the proper position to say that they are representing the interest of the Filipino people? I wish to anchor my interpretation on the required number for conviction on that line. Kung makaka-attend, kung makaka-participate, kung makakaboto, then you are representing the interest of the Filipino people. But if you are beyond the coercive means, and as a matter of fact, hindi ka nga nag-attend, hindi ka nga bumoto, why will you be considered for the purpose of determining the number of required votes for the purpose of conviction? Well, this is just my personal opinion. I just want to remind the public about the reason why we have senators. And the reason is to represent the interest of the Filipino people. This impeachment trial is one of the instances when the representation of the interest of the Filipino is very much needed. So kung hindi mag-attend ng trial, hindi mag-attend ng botohan, how can we say that they truly are representing the interest of the Filipino people? And in which case, it should be considered for the purpose of interpreting. After all, if I will be very much literal, what the Constitution provides is 2/3 of all the senators. It used all. It did not use 24. So it is important to hear as well what the Supreme Court will say about this.
Thank you po. Thank you po. That's all on my part.
Thank you, Linesca. Let us hear from Gab Lalu of Philippine Daily Inquirer. Gab.
Hello po. 2 questions po. First, natanong ko na rin po to kay Chair Luistro kahapon. Do you agree dun sa sinasabi ni Congressman Zia Adjong, yung spokesperson po ng prosecution team, na mukhang wala pong ebidensya si VP Sara. Wala siyang depensang na-mount kasi yung strategy niya is towards dismissal. Siguro po sa private prosecutors po natin.
I think yung tinong mo is evident sa sagot ng Vice President mismo. Kasi napakakapal ng sagot, pero ang nagpakapal nun ay annexes. Ano yung annexes? Annexes na hindi bago, annexes ng final niya sa Supreme Court, annex na final niya sa Committee House